Hello, everybody. Welcome back. All right. Hello, and welcome. Let's get a little music on in here. Hey. So today, we are going to be doing some Tormented Demons. I can show you my collection log. I did 125 demons, got a synapse and a claw. Other than that, the loot isn't great. I mean, you occasionally get like Snapdragon, Ranar Seed, but other than that, you're really just looking for the big drops. So, let's go ahead and get ourselves prepped. With the drop that I got, I sold it for like 60 something mil, and I got myself Bandos, Tassets, and Primordial Boots. I also got a bunch of supplies. Let's take out 10 of those. One of each of those. Put that back. And the rest, dark crabs. And I'm not using the arc light because I have the arc light fully charged. And I want to keep it that way, so that when I decide to get another synapse, because I'm going to decide when it drops for me. I'm gonna wait a couple of days till they drop in price, because that's definitely what's gonna happen. Into the chasm. And yeah, we're just gonna try for some more drops. So far it's been pretty easy. The demons aren't too hard. If you can do demonic gorillas, these will be a breeze for you. But the quest was really fun yesterday, and now we are doing the best content in the game, world hopping. Because this place is so crowded. This place is so crowded, you kind of need to hop around to find an open world. And it's only probably gonna get worse in the next couple of days. As more people finish the quest. I'm not going to bring thralls because thralls eat up your prayer, and that's really the limiting factor here is prayer. And yeah, we are just going to be doing some demons today. Just gotta find an empty world. This place is really popular right now. Everyone's going for those synapse drops. Well, they're still expensive because I guarantee you those are going to drop. They're not going to hold at 60 mil. Too many people are doing this for it to hold at 60 mil. Right now they're expensive because everyone wants them. Or at least the rich players want them. And they don't want to wait, so they're high in demand at the moment. And the fact that you make 3 weapons with it means that there's more demand than there is supply at the moment. Making this a rather popular moneymaker. Let's just keep hopping around. Hop around until we find a world. Is this world empty? Oh, no, it's not. It was just hiding in the back there. Here we go. Oh, no. World hopping simulator. I got myself some cheap headphones because the other ones are busted. Just gonna find an empty world. You gotta do this every time because this place is packed. It looks like I'm not the only one hopping around. Let's go back to the top, try Barbarian Assault World. Just gotta keep hopping through. Keep on a hopping. Keep on hopping till we find an open one. Yep, best content ever. Just hopping on through. Well, the new weapons look amazing. The art team hit it out of the park with them. But as long as the synapses are 60 mil, I'm gonna be selling them. And you kind of have to do this every time you go into Tormented Demons. It's not great, but what can you do? with new content, it's popular. This place is gonna be farmed to death. You know what? Maybe I should go to a less popular room for the demons. Oh. Okay. I'm thinking down this way. I want a room with just a single demon in it. So we gotta, not this one, not that one. What are you doing? Stinky dog. Yeah, my dog is not letting me cut her nails. Putting up a big fuss about it. Hmm. Just gotta figure out where I can fight these demons. 2K Total World, maybe? Mm. Yeah, this place is packed, and it's like peak hours right now. Yep, so many people in here trying to fight the demons. Just sometimes it's best to just find someone who looks like they're about done and then take their spot when they leave. Unfortunately, I don't want to do that. I'm just going to keep hopping worlds till I can find a demon for myself. But everyone is doing the tormented demons right now. It's good money. Not surprising that so many people want to do it. Role-playing world, maybe? Maybe? Cancel that. Don't want to go to the speedrunning world. This is annoying. Yep, just going through it. This is why we gotta make our trips last as long as possible, because it's so annoying to find a world. Excuse me. Choo-choo-choo. Can probably go down the whole list of US worlds and not find an open room. Keep on hopping around. Not trying to crash people, just trying to find a spot. But that is proving kind of difficult. Every world, there's like 2 or 3 people. Okay, let's go US East worlds now. See if we can't find one over there. Nothing. Ooh. Mm. Nothing. Nothing. I would be farming Tormented Demons if I could find a world. Ooh. There we go. Skip our super combat. And we're into it. Do. When they switch their prayer, they don't switch their attack. They switch their attack when they do a special. The 2 fireballs. Like that. And then probably going mage. Yeah. Turn on our run energy again. And these guys are pretty easy to kill. Apparently they don't drop the bone claws all at once. You need 2 bone claws and put them together to make the bone claws. And the loot here is not great unless you hit one of the drops. If you hit one of the drops, you earn the money, but they are kind of rare, and Tormented Demon's other drops are not good. Right, Soul Rune's 52. Let's kill him. Perfect. Praying range. Pray that. And go ahead and kill him. Just gotta check and make sure everything looks good. And it does. These guys, they switch their prayers and their attack styles much slower than demonic gorillas. I think that makes them a little bit easier than melee. Yeah, melee. I did get, let's see. I did get a synapse and a claw. So, that's something nice. We got him early too, so we, definitely lucked out there. And special. Fire orbs. Nothing great. Okay, he's coming at me with melee. I'm really not hitting too much with the T-bow. There we go. Now we're doing damage. Okay. Switch to our melee gear. Melee gear. Okay. Great range. Okay. Ooh. But at the moment, these are very good money. If you get lucky on a drop, that's either 60 mil in one shot or 20 mil in one shot. Easy peasy. And for Infernal Ashes and Fire Runes. Okay, probably protect mage. Yeah. If he walks away, he's gonna mage. I think if he stays still, he's going to range, and then if he walks towards you, he's gonna melee. At least that's what I've noticed. I don't know if that's all true. And melee. Okay. And switch. Got myself some cheapo headphones from Walmart because I needed some headphones. My other ones, they broke. Tried to fix them, but apparently it wasn't just like the headphone jack was bent. It was also shorted out somewhere. So it was drawing way too much power. And yeah, so this is a good pair of headphones. Lasted me a couple years. Smoldering pile of flesh. You can eat from these, and they even overheal you. Coming in for a melee. switch it up. Switch it up. 454 XP drop. Doing some good damage with the T-bow. And I'm not going to be using the arc light because I want to save charges. I want to keep it fully charged. That way, when the price of synapses drop, I can pick one up and make my firelight, or whatever it's called. It was called firelight in the blog, in the polls, I think. Coming in for a melee. Yep. And that's what the smoldering pile of flesh is for. And I was bringing restores, but they're a little bit more expensive than prayer pots, and I'm not using any brews anyway. So, okay, magic. If I get another drop, that's going to be like over 100 mil in a day of farming. So if you haven't done the quest yet, I would do it. It's a good quest, good rewards if you camp the tormented demons. And yeah, these guys are pretty easy. The problem is when they switch from attacking with melee, you're not really sure what exactly to pray against. Like here, I'm gonna guess ranged, and it's actually magic. But if he switches his attacks again, I'll know whether he's doing ranged or melee, because he'll either walk towards me or stay still. Eat from the smoldering pile of flesh. No. He's using mage. I thought he was using melee because he walked towards me. But, yeah, all of the Slayer Masters die in the quest. Or a bunch of Slayer Masters die in the quest. Ooh. And they're now replaced by a bunch of different NPCs. Duradel died, Gommel died, the little gnome that speaks telepathically, he got obliterated. Turiel got wrecked. A lot of casualties in that quest. I remember when they killed off Neve in Monkey Madness 2, and that was really impactful. Because it's like, everyone loved Neve. Neve was a great Slayer Master, had a cult following, but unfortunately died. But they made it like neat, because every time you kill a demonic gorilla, demonic gorillas are like, every time you kill one, it adds a counter onto it, saying like, oh, you've killed X number of demonic gorillas in honor of Neve, which is neat. Gonna make some distance here. He's coming in with melee. Okay. And switch. This is nice and relaxing. Taking a break from the Inferno for a little bit. And show me the drop. No. Tormented demons away. Okay, he's using range. Doing good damage with the T-bow, but we're coming in with melee. And move, and melee? Yeah, melee. $450, 100, 227. Just gonna clean up this demon. Oh, I started a Discord server if anyone's interested. I'm just gonna kill this guy. Which... I got the Bandos Tacits and sold the Blood Moon Tacits. Because the Blood Moon Tacits degrade. Uh-oh. And I'd like Bandos to not degrade. And then the Fighter Torso is fine. It got enough strength bonus for me. I don't need the Bandos Chestplate. The defensive stats aren't that important. Especially in things like raids, where you're usually praying against whatever you're attacking anyway. And if you can get the mechanics down, you really don't need that much armor. I mean, you can do it in, like, Void gear. Void Knight gear. Heck, you could do it with, with Mystics. Just really paper thin armor. You don't need much armor in Chambers of Xeric. So I'm happy sticking with the fighter torso for now. Oh, he's ranging me. He pulls out a rib and throws it at you. It's freaky. And switch. I'm gonna back off a little bit. That way, if he switches to melee, I will know. Okay, mage. Yeah, if he had chased me down, then I would have known to switch to melee. And switch. And we can clean him up. I am using the Blood Fury to keep my health up. Because prayer is really what I run out at first. Melee. And perfect. Give me a synapse. Too bad. Range? No, mage. That's okay. If you can't tell if it's range or mage, you're probably gonna just have to guess. And maybe eat a little bit of damage. Okay. Oh. Don't switch gear quite yet. Now we switch gear. You get some big hits off. And switch. There we go. Ranar weed. Not great, but I'll take it. I have space for it. Perfect. Praying against him correctly. It is torturously hot right now. I'm just sitting here in my chair, not doing anything, and I'm sweating. But the T-bow rips here. It maxes like a 70-something. I imagine doing this on task would be even better. Range. Because these count as, these count as greater demons. He's coming in for melee. Avantos seed, not great. Don't need it, don't want it. And pretty range.
What, Stella? Why do you have a sock? Why do you have a sock, Bubba?
And
What is it? What's with the sock? You like the sock?
got a little distracted there. My dog has taken a liking to a particular sock for some reason. And switch. Guessing mage? Nope, ranged. And melee him. Grimy Avanto. Not great. Meleeing me, are ya? Let's get some heals off the Blood Fury, just like that. Nice and relaxing task. Ah, that's not relaxing. And we're almost out of prayer, so we'll take another trip pretty soon here. The Thistle Bludgeon is on the rise in terms of price because of Araxor coming out. I'm excited for Araxor. I'm gonna see if I can't farm that guy pretty hard, because I have I want to get that new weapon, the new slash weapon. Someone else is fighting that? Really? There we go. That's sort of how it goes sometimes. These guys, it's single combat, and these guys kind of target whoever they like, even if they're not right next to them. Do 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 do. Gonna have some coffee. Melee in me? Nope, range. Yeah, you're gonna see people popping in and out around here. Okay. $362. 8. 6. Good copy. Okay, he's ranging me. That's good. Ugh. Ooh. And keep on keeping on. If we can snipe another drop, that would be nice. Hmm. And 42 damage. 22 damage. And switch to melee. And we can take a quick break after this. I'm gonna telly out. I know I'm not completely out of supplies yet, but I need to take a quick break. Alright, give me just a little bit, and I'll be right back. I'm back. Oh yeah, I'm back. Cha-cha-cha. Vertical scene. Stream scene. We are back. Just doing some Tormented Demons. Let's take out 10 of those. 1, 2 of those. And... ah. I played with the new claw spec. It's cool, but the claws themselves suck. Oh, that's too bad. Yeah, I mean, if they're better than a DDS, they might be worth bringing to things like TOA, especially because you take 30% attack, special attack energy. They could be really good at TOA for the heart phase, I guess. Tears of Gothics. Oh, and also, set up my Discord. Let's see. Let's actually user settings. Threads. Let's go ahead and let me go ahead and grab the let me grab the link for the Discord. Cha-cha-cha. I'll post it. I'll post it here. Just throw it in chat. Yeah. But then we have to do the unfortunate world hop for 10 minutes to find a empty Tormented Demons room. It is kind of annoying. Hey, welcome. Let's... Oh, that's nice. So that's, yeah, the Discord is open for business. We got a couple of bots going. Some emojis and stuff, some security features. And I got one of my friends to help out with the admin side of things. Nice, I saw you just joined. And then I can odd view roles member. There we go. There we go. You should be able to post and do all that now. I need to check something on the Discord. Create event, show all channels, privacy, server. Server settings is where I want. Privacy settings, show all channels, edit profile. Oh well. Gotta set the permissions for something. Oh, I just gotta make sure the permissions are set up so that people can chat and all that. But I'm hoping that Discord becomes a nice place to just hang out, and maybe do some raids or content. And let's hope we can find an open world within like 5 minutes, because I'm not the biggest fan of hopping around all over the place. Yeah, just it's good money. I got a Synapse drop and a Claw drop. Made about 70-80 mil today. It's been very rewarding. Got lucky. Oh yeah, if you want, we can do some God Wars. I'm just hanging out. Still getting questing done. Yeah. I wouldn't mind like tanking at Bandos. Or there's a duo Saradomin method where you Sarah or Ziliana will chase down the last person who attacked them. So you just stand on opposite ends of the room and then just bounce her back and forth between two people. Ah, Wanted. That's a fun one. I like the White Knights quests, although I hope that they continue the storyline. Right now, it seems like they're just doing the Majorat storyline, trying to get that all worked out. So I think they're gonna do like one quest line at a time. Bandos in an obsidian cape. This guy knows what he's doing. Maybe he's just doing it for the tankiness. I don't know. Ugh. So how's your day, Sweet Coon? It's good to see you. Worked out some settings on my Streamlabs and all that. Did like the new claws, but they're pretty cool. Didn't like the spec though. I like the burn effect. Okay. Yeah, I've seen some people in PvP. They stack the Atlatl burn effect with the Dragon Claws or the Bone Claws burn effect. Seeing what's going on. Okay. Yeah, you can stack the burn up to 5 times, so they take 5 damage every time the burn goes off. Which is, it's good. It's good for, like, outlasting your opponent and just draining their supplies over time. Of course, I don't know too much about PKing and PvP. Just sort of whatever skill specs is doing. Getting clapped and DH matching. But yeah, these things are super popular right now. Everybody seems like anyone who's done the quest is is here at the demons. Trying to get that drop. Ancient God Sword with burn? Oh, that's great. That's a pretty nice combo. And it's nice that it doesn't take as much special attack energy. It takes 30% instead of 50. Which might make them situationally better than Dragon Claws. Because Dragon Claws, you go into TOA, the phase where you melee the heart. Bringing Dragon Claws probably isn't the move there because it's going to take 25% special attack energy every time, and then the Burning Claws, that's with Adrenaline. But the Burning Claws, you can do 15, so you can get like 6 attacks off. Bone Claws AGS, ooh, that's a nice one. That's a nice combo. You gonna try and anti-PK some people on your wilderness journey? Ah, die. Wrong one. I thought it was open, but the demon attacked another guy first. Man, it is hard to find a world for these things right now. They are very popular. I might, oh yeah, that's, it, oh, world is full. What the heck? It says there's only 875 people in there. Strange. Also, Deadman mode is coming out soon. And I think that's going to be a good opportunity to make some money. Just stay really low level. Be like a defense pure and just be a skiller. Because, a lot of people are going to be buying supplies. Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, none of my friends that are like close around me, none of them play RuneScape. I have a friend whose his game is Star Citizen, and like I get it. Star Citizen is it promises a lot, but I've played my fair share of Star Citizen, and it's needs a lot of polish. I'll say that. Might keep PKers in the wildy? Yeah. But I've sort of got the feel for these guys. They're a bit easier than demonic gorillas. Oh, in 2006, that's a long time. I played it in 2006. Probably like 2006 to 2008 was when I played. Maybe a little bit later than that, because I remember the RuneScape 2 graphics. The RuneScape 2 graphics were where I probably stopped playing. I stopped before the evolution of combat, which is probably a good thing. And then I came back to RuneScape 3 in like 2017. and then went over to old school pretty quickly after that. Yeah, I mean, you never quit, you just take breaks, right? Ugh. But, synapses, I thought from, like, reading the blog posts and everything, I thought that the synapses were going to be untradeable, but they are tradable, and they're very expensive. They're like 60 mil. Yeah, I'm not a fan of RS3. They have some really cool bosses and content, but the combat system's not to my liking. The graphics, the art style is really inconsistent. There's a lot of microtransactions and annoying, like... I remember there was, like, this huge dragon that took up, like, 3 tiles. Yeah. I think they even moved away from, like, the grid system. Ah, we're doing bones now. And also, like, skilling outfits come from, like, gambling, basically. Yeah, I'm not a fan. And then, like, there's certain, like, account boosting stuff. Like, stuff that boosts your levels and everything that you need to play for a long time to get. Oh yeah, all the microtransaction. All started with that damn Squeal of Fortune. Oh, you were there? I didn't know. I wasn't playing RuneScape at the time when Old School was being voted on. But 2013, I probably still would have played. But that's a momentous occasion. Trying to get Jagex to give us back the better version of the game. Went out and got some headphones. Oh yeah, it could have. That's the problem with live service games is, especially like MMOs. If time moves on, that's it. The game will never be the same again. Like World of Warcraft. They had like that update that like destroyed a lot of like early game stuff and really familiar areas, and they're just like, nope, it's destroyed now. Can't ever go back to the places that you like because we've decided that this update we're just gonna imagine they just nuked Lumbridge. Like one day Jagex was like, okay, Lumbridge is now a crater in the ground. This is forever now. Okay, bye. People would hate that, and people really hated it with World of Warcraft 2 when they did that. Like in September, I'm done with COD. Yeah. I have Tarkov. I really like Tarkov. I'm not big on the run and gun kind of shooters. I like survival type shooters. And there's no other game quite like Tarkov. There are other games in the genre, like Gray Zone, and even like Rust. Rust is kind of that same genre, like looter shooter. But I don't like playing online, and luckily, Stalker 2 is coming out. Yeah, Stalker is a really fun one, and it looks great. The Stalker 2, they've been working on it for a long time. I don't think I'll get it right when it comes out. I'll probably wait for it to go on sale. But I played the original Stalker. Played Stalker, and it was fun. It's that same sort of game as Tarkov, where it's very like brutal and it's very brutal but rewarding when you actually achieve something. Yeah, my friend actually put me on to Stalker because he was like, "Oh yeah, it's a really good game. You should try it." And it was great. I really enjoyed it. So I'm excited for Stalker 2. That's probably gonna be a fun one. I pre-ordered it, Stalker 2. Yeah. I don't expect Stalker 2 to have issues on launch. But I pre-ordered No Man's Sky because I was like, oh, No Man's Sky looks so cool. It's a space exploration game. And if you remember when No Man's Sky came out, yeah, that game was not finished. And so I never pre-order anything since that because, you know, as pretty as it looks, as promising as it looks in the trailers, that's not the actual product. Uh, same thing with like CD Projekt Red. You have to post a video how I got into Stalker. I'll have to find. Okay. Yeah, I'd be interested. Like, what is it that, that, not Miyazaki. Miyazaki is, yeah, Cyberpunk when it came out was a mess, but they fixed it up. It's a good game. It was just, that's the problem with a lot of these, like, large-scale projects, is, they're so focused on the big picture that a lot of little things just slip through. There's like an acceptable amount of bugginess that you can release with, and then eventually it'll get fixed. Sometimes. I was going to see Chernobyl. You know what? There was a book I read in high school. I'm forgetting the name, but it was a guy who went on disaster tourism. It was like a project, sort of like an environmentalist project, where he's like, we know that Chernobyl is horrible. We know that, you know, deforestation for like farming in South America is not the greatest thing. But there was a funny part in it where he's like, you hear about like, oh, they're burning down the rainforest, they're destroying, oh, cool. They're destroying the rainforest, everything's going bad, and he goes down to South America to check out, like, the burning rainforest, and he gets upset because it's not burning, they're just clearing out trees to make, soybean farms. Which isn't good either, you know, losing natural habitat. And, the one thing he talked about was, the problem with, deforestation in the Amazon. Of course, it's bad to, like, take a natural area like that and sort of kill all the biodiversity and just have a monocrop. But the problem was you make little islands. You sort of isolate certain chunks of rainforest, and they're surrounded by farms. So the animals that are stuck in these like forest islands can't really travel between islands. So it's not the greatest. Let me pull up this video. Oh. You got to read Roadside Picnic. What's that about? Roadside Picnic. Political science fiction novel. 1971, published 1972. Yeah, I saw, probably after stream. I'll probably watch it after stream, because, I don't... These guys, they're not, like, super hard, these Tormented demons, but you do have to pay attention to them, so... You know, glancing is chancing, right? Ugh. Wasn't there a movie called Stalkers? I'm not sure if the game is based on the movie or what, but I remember there was a movie called Stalker that had to do with, like, nuclear disaster or something. I wouldn't mind seeing that movie. I think it's in Russian, though, so I'd have to, subtitles there. Oh, you want, sure, I can hop into general. Let me just set this up like this. Okay. Okay, he's gonna melee me. Perfect. There's a lot of inspiration for Stalker. Yeah, it's a really unique game. I don't think there's, especially at the time, there wasn't a lot of games like that. Oop. Hey, how's it going? Oh, give me a second. I gotta switch my Discord settings around. Voice and video. Voice activated. Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, so basically a lot what I've read, that video goes over most of the background of Stalker.
Uh-huh.
So basically, what I read, and this is what got me into, is based off of a movie. I think it's called Stalker, and then Roadside Picnic.
Okay.
They're all inspirations. Plus, they threw in Chernobyl.
Oh, yeah. Because I remember hearing about the movie Stalker, and I kind of want to check it out. Seems like it'd
It's
be
like it's
interesting.
a very, very slow movie. It's like 3.5 hours long,
Uh-huh.
and it's really, really slow.
Well, I'm okay with that. I really like 2001: Space Odyssey, and that movie also takes a while to get going. It's a really good movie, and it's very atmospheric. Um, but I know
Oh,
some
I
people
haven't
who,
watched that movie in a long time.
yeah, I know some people who are like, it's boring, nothing happens, and it's like, it's a slow burn kind of thing.
Like they took the acronym from Stalker from the movie,
Uh-huh.
not the true acronym from it. Um, and then they took some of the stuff out of Roadside Picnic and some out of the movie, and then the Chernobyl disaster, and they just wrapped it all into one.
Oh, that's sweet.
So like, there's anomalies and stuff that happen. There's a lot of lore with the Stalker franchise.
Yeah, I mean, when I played it, I went through it and I played it like a normal shooter. Um, but you have the whole like reputation system, and it there's I barely scratched the surface, I think.
There's so much, I guess, with the new Stalker 2. I guess they're gonna go into more depth about everything that was not in the original 3 games.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of like, ooh, I can't wait to play.
Yeah, that sounds great.
So I just finally just got rid of. I'm quitting COD finally because
Yeah.
I'm just done with the franchise now.
Mm-hmm.
With all the microtransactions, and they want you to pay this, they want you to pay that.
Yeah. Did you hear about what happened with Tarkov trying to? It wasn't a microtransaction. It was a mega transaction. Um,
Yeah, I saw that, and I'm like, yep, you just lost some of your community.
they eventually did go back on that, and they released the single player game for anyone who had the Edge of Darkness edition,
Mm-hmm.
which I got. So I've been playing single player Tarkov a little bit, which is fun.
So how good is it, the single player side of it? Because I played Torkov before.
Um, the AI for the AI in the single player Tarkov is kind of janky, and like there'll be like packs of scavs and packs of like player AI or PMC AIs. They move in like groups of 3 to 4, and so if you get into a fight, you're in a fight with like a whole group. Whereas
Gee,
in the main or the online game, things are a little bit more spread out.
Jeez, I did not know that. I haven't even heard that they released a single player campaign. I thought that was still not there.
Oh, well, what happened was they announced a single player um, side of the game, and everyone was like, "Cool, that's neat. We want to do that for people who don't want to play online." Um, and then they said, "Okay, this single player campaign or the single player version is going to only be for people who pay $250. You needed to buy like a new account upgrade for if you already had the previous expansion, you would need to pay $100 extra for the single player version. But that was
Oh, yeah.
yeah. Um, but that was really bad because the previous version, which was like $150, they said by buying this you have access to all future DLC, right? And so people are like, well, I paid for all future DLC, so I should get the single player version. And they're like, no, single player isn't DLC, so pay us $100 extra. And the whole community rioted. Everyone hated that.
Yeah, I would too.
So they eventually let everyone who paid for all DLC get the single player version.
That's kind of like what they did with the Mech Warrior series.
Yeah, I haven't played many mech games.
Oh, I bought and I've spent a lot of money on the Mech Warrior series.
Okay.
Or technically, it's called BattleTech. The real term of it.
Didn't From Software just recently release a mech game? Iron something?
Yeah. And it did pretty decent so far, is what I've read.
Yeah. I'm not really into like actiony run and gun kind of games. I like the slow burn, slow progress kind of games. That's why I play RuneScape. It's slowing down, taking your time.
Well, there was a rumor that I read off Reddit a while back ago that they were gonna make it where on RuneScape, especially for old school, that there was going to be a separate client that you could mess with and mod and do whatever you want with through the RuneScape servers.
Uh-huh.
And have it where... Sorry, I have a car passing my house.
Oh, no problem.
Where it was all offline.
Really?
You could download your account, everything. And it would download your account and all your friends, and your friends will always be online, but obviously they don't talk to you. They just run around, do whatever it's programmed to do for your friends.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can continue on, but it doesn't interrupt what you've done online versus what you've done offline.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I would play it. I like the online aspect. But that seems interesting. I know they were talking about official Jagex player-run servers where you could customize it however you wanted and like add new content. And as far as like a new way to monetize the game, I think like with Minecraft you can pay for an official server. Same thing with RuneScape. If that took off, I think it would be really cool because you could have like dedicated servers for just custom game modes, basically.
Kind of like how they did with the speedrunning for questing.
Yeah.
I mean, that was cool.
I haven't done any questing speedrunning.
I haven't either.
But it seems interesting.
Like, I have a couple of records, old world records from GoldenEye.
Mm-hmm.
And I play that on my Xbox here and there, and I run the biggest GoldenEye Facebook group.
Oh, really?
Yep.
I never...
got like 11,000 people almost.
That's pretty big. I never had in Nintendo 64, so I never really got to play the original GoldenEye. My first console that I got was a GameCube, so...
Yeah, I had the Nintendo 64, and then after my sister broke that one, I went to PS2.
Okay. I do feel like... I feel like I missed a lot of good console games, but at the same time, PC games have... I've been playing those my whole life, so I'm not too bothered.
If you have an old, okay, so here's one thing for you. If you have an old, let's see, an old copy of Pokemon Coliseum, the first two, one and
Uh-huh.
two, it's like thousands of dollars right now.
Really?
Yeah, if you have everything for like the hookups for the Game Boy, everything. Oh yeah, it's a lot of money.
I did have I had a lot of the like classic GameCube games. Like I had Wind Waker and Star Fox Assault.
Uh-oh, we're having internet connections.
Oh yeah?
What is going on? Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. Yeah, it's my internet connection for some strange reason, and I have the top. I have like a terabyte a second.
Mm-hmm. That's pretty fast.
Yeah, I pay a lot of money for it. Like
I,
$120 a month.
oh my goodness, yeah. I
I
have
have to have it because the wife likes to watch her movies. I like to game every once in a while on my Xbox, and then my stepson just moved in
mm-hmm.
with his girlfriend. He has an Xbox, so yeah, I'd rather have the extra internet than not have it at all.
Yeah. I live in an apartment building, so if everyone decides to go online at the same time, things kind of hit the fan.
That's why I had to upgrade my internet. I did that 2 weeks ago, so now it's like really, really fast. And it's nice to have it that fast.
Yeah. Luckily, I still get enough bandwidth to stream. Most of the time, it's not a problem.
Well, I'm just happy, that you can go on stream and I can watch you and stuff.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate you watching. I mean, it's been fun, just hanging out and chatting with people.
We need to get you up there like Framed and everybody else.
I mean, hopefully that's the end goal. Um, just doing it for fun right now, but trying to keep making things a little bit more professional every time I go to update things.
Yeah.
A friend of mine who's also doing YouTube, he focuses on Metroid. He's a big fan of Metroid, so a lot of his videos are like that. He's also doing the YouTube thing, and he's been helping me, giving me tips. He's the one who put me onto streaming on Shorts, because on YouTube Shorts, more people are just scrolling through a whole bunch of videos, and so they're
Yeah.
more likely to see your stuff.
Yeah, I watched a lot of shorts lately, more than anything. Especially just to pass the time.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, that's one of the best things to do. That's like the same thing like with TikTok and all that crap.
Mm-hmm. I'm probably going to bank after this, unless I get a food drop.
So you made some decent amount of money today?
Oh yeah, I got the Synapse and Claw. And sold those for 60 mil and like 16 mil.
Guessing the claws have dropped in price.
Yeah, they've dropped pretty quickly. The Synapse is still pretty expensive, and I think that's because there's 3 weapons to make with it. So more
Yeah.
people are making weapons than dropping synapses.
Eventually, it's gonna crash.
Yeah.
Like last night, I paid 27 mil for the claws. Was just messing around with them, just testing them out. And this morning, I sold them for almost 30.
Yeah.
I made like a mil in profit.
Yeah, it takes about a week or so for things to get really locked into their price. Whenever a new update comes out, I try and jump on the opportunity to make some money there, which is why I'm excited for Araxor.
I
Araxor's
know, and I just looked at the polling for it, and I was like, they were talking about lowering it. Said 92 Slayer. They were gonna lower it, guess mid 50s or something like that.
really.
Yeah, it was on the polls.
Yeah. Hey, Noob Advice. Yeah, Fist of Gothics was great. It was a great quest. I loved the part at the end where you touch the Stone of Jas and then you get like plus 150 to all your stats. That was super fun.
That was pretty cool. I wish they'd be able to keep something like that, like a potion that will let us keep that.
I think they could do something with that, like I'm sure it would like be if you do get a boost like that, it's going to be at something that's super hard, so you'll need those stats. But hitting 100 with the T-bow was really fun.
You hit 150 with the T-bow yesterday.
Yeah, it was crazy.
I was like, yeah, look at that XP drop.
Haven't got the chance to try it. Probably Sunday for me. Yeah, I mean, yeah, if you really just want to like have an easy time with the quest, it's good to wait a couple of days till the wiki has all of the guide figured out, because there were some parts where I got stuck because the wiki was incomplete and I had to figure it out myself.
Yeah, my buddy Chris, my childhood friend I was telling you about earlier.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he's like almost done with it right now.
Yeah, it's a great quest. But they keep
He was gonna take a couple of overlords into it and just drink them, and then see what he would hit with when it boosts all your stats, and see if they would go even higher.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that last part was super fun. But they keep I feel like they're going to kind of stick to doing the Majorat storyline until they finish it off. But there's some other quest lines that I'd like to see continued, like the White Knights storyline, the Slug Menace. We still need to finish that one. Did you see the proposed new quest for the penguins?
No.
So for the game jam, they proposed a new quest that revisits the iceberg with all the Russian communist penguins. The KGP, I think it's called. So that's a really fun quest that I hope that one comes out.
Like with me, I'm thinking of this. I know there's going to be a part 2 for While Gothic Sleeps.
Uh-huh.
We all know that one is going to come out eventually. I think the other thing is, Desert Treasure, the third part of Dragon Slayer, and part 2 of the of While Gothic Sleeps, I think they're all going to be intertwined with themselves.
Yeah, because I can definitely see While Gothic Sleeps and Desert Treasure 2. Those fit really nicely together. And then they kind of put in the dragons at the end of While Gothic Sleeps. So I think you're right. They probably are gonna have a big quest that has all three of those storylines coming together.
Or it's just gonna be one big quest with all three of them all involved.
That would be crazy.
Because Warcraft is technically a zombie dragon, is what it looks like.
Yeah. Yeah, the salve amulet works on him. He is a zombie.
So I'm kind of looking at this way. If all this intertwines with each other, what is going to be the big Grandmaster quest of all of them to end it all?
Let me see. RS Majorat storyline. Majorat. Where is it? No. Gorok. There's a Temple of Sinisthine. Majorat Ritual Site. The Curse of Arav. Yeah. I think the Curse of Arav is the one. Because we keep hearing, like, that the Majorat are supposed to have, like, a ceremony where they sacrifice one of them, so that the rest of them can stay immortal. And I'm pretty sure that's the quest we're going to be getting.
Yeah.
Because that's the one that happened in RuneScape 3. And I can see them porting that over to old school as well. But I'm also excited for Varlamore Part 2. That looks really fun.
Oh, maybe even another, what is that? Plague City. That would be cool.
Oh, yeah, I mean, the elf storyline feels like it's in a good place with, like, Prifddinas. That felt like a good end to it, but I could see it. I'd be okay with another quest, another elf quest.
I think they're going to end up having another Monkey Madness 3.
Yeah? Who would be the bad guy in that? Because Gluff is dead.
I know. I don't know. They could do all kinds of stuff with it.
Yeah.
Or what they'll probably end up doing is merging a couple of quests from RS3 into one.
Yeah, I can see that.
Because we got what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Grandmaster quests? If I remember correctly.
Yeah,
So far?
Monkey Madness 2, Dragon Slayer 2, While Gothic Sleeps, Desert Treasure 2. What are the other ones?
Desert Treasure 1 is considered a Grandmaster.
Oh, really?
Yep.
I didn't know that.
Madness is Expert, if I remember correctly.
A Song of the Elves.
Yeah, Song of the Elves. RID, a recipe.
Oh, yeah.
The recipe one is Grandmaster. I mean, there's quite a few, so.
And then there's what else?
Yeah.
There's a lot of them. But they usually release like maybe one or two at most Grandmasters per year.
Yeah. Usually one in summer and one in winter.
Mm-hmm.
And then we got sailing coming into RS.
Yeah, sailing's gonna be really exciting. I keep saying like, you know, the Nightmare of Ashihama, how it's like it came from the islands of Ashihama.
Yeah.
If they don't have those islands when sailing comes out, or if they're not planning on adding those, I'm gonna be so upset because we.
Like I talked to Mod Ash the other day through X,
Uh-huh.
and I was talking to him. I was like, "When is the Wilderness expansion supposed to be out?" Because they were supposed to add on to the Wilderness, and he says we have no idea right now.
Yeah, I mean they're probably working on a lot of stuff. There's always something new working behind the scenes. Because that's sort of the new way they decided to do polls, is sort of announce it, get a feel for the community, how the community feels about it, and they don't really start working on it until they know that it's going to be, like, put into game, because they don't want to waste development time on something that's just going to get voted down, voted no, I guess.
Unlike RS3.
Yeah, where they just throw the stuff in.
I was looking at the news for RS3 and stuff, all the new bosses and stuff, and I'm like, really? They had to copy Scorpia. They have a Scorpion boss now that's not like Scorpia.
Yeah, they added Vorkath, like, recently, this year sometime.
I'm like, you guys are taking inspiration from old school. I mean, we can't really complain. We got some of ours from them.
Yeah.
I miss the old Karasi, though.
Yeah, the Karasi, I never got to play with it. How similar is the Void Waker to it? Because I hear everyone make that comparison.
It is very, very similar. Very. The only really difference between it is the color of the spec when it hits.
Mm-hmm.
And, because it's usually red, not pink or purple. And, the look of the blade and the hilt.
But they have, like, the same special
Yeah.
attack? Okay. Well, the Void Waker is really good. I use the Void Waker at Nex. When I was doing Nex, I used the Fang and Void Waker combo, and then T-Bow as well for range phase.
I've always wanted to mess around with a T-Bow.
Yeah.
I heard T-Bow feels excellent.
Yeah, it's really good. But honestly, you can do most content with, like, a Bofa. You don't need a T-Bow, but it's nice to have.
Like, I just been using a blowpipe.
That'll get you by in most stuff. Maybe not at, like, Chambers of Xeric, because you need a little bit more attack range for that. But even just a dragon crossbow could do you good at Chambers.
Yeah, I have one of those too. I'm still debating on when I want to go get my first fire cape. So
Yeah.
I don't even have a fire cape in RS3. I've always had a skill cape.
Uh-huh. I remember I did the fight caves in RS3, I think. I'm not sure exactly. And then there's also the fight kiln, I think they call it, which is like it's like the Inferno, but you can get all three styles of cape. But now they have the necromancy spells. Remember when necromancy came out, it was kind of contentious. Some people liked it. Some people complained that it didn't have any content after level 99, and I'm like, you guys over in RS3 are so greedy. You go past 99 and you're like, there's no content after this. It's like, yeah, you're 99. But I guess skills do go up to level 120. Invention was fun. I liked Invention. I think that was a good update to sort of take care of... Ooh, hit me for a 40 there. Invention helped to tackle inflation in that game a little bit. There's some stuff to like about RS3. A lot to dislike as well, but... You know, not every update can be good.
Yeah. I was looking at the dark side of RuneScape for like max cash and stuff for RS3, just for shits and giggles.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, what is this? Max cash is like $30.
Really?
Yeah.
That's rough. I remember a friend wanted to play old school, or I wanted him to try it out, and so I sold off everything I had in RuneScape 3 because I was never gonna play it again. And it was like 60 mil for a bond.
Jeez.
But bond prices are increasing in old school as well.
Yeah, I think last time I looked at it, it was like 15 mil for 2 weeks.
Something like that. They're getting... I think that the bond is a good, like, indicator of inflation.
And it's also good because I was looking at it this way. Instead of going to, like, one of the dark websites to buy gold,
Uh-huh.
I did that a long time ago when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And on my main account, this main account, now I've never been banned or anything. This was like years and years ago. And it's weird to look at it from now, between back then, how easy it is to make money than it was back then when you're just barely starting out.
Yeah. I'm sure there were good moneymakers back then, but I would follow green dragon bots into the wilderness and pick up scraps, and that's how I afforded my first set of mystics.
Now you got to be really careful going out in the wilderness because now I've been told there's these bots that are like basically Terminators. You can't kill them.
Yeah. I don't know, Jagex has been pretty good about botting recently. There was that time when like sharks were down to 300 gold, and then there was a massive bot ban wave, and they rebounded back up to about 1,000.
Yeah. The other thing that I was looking at is Jagex is kind of letting this thing slide by. Is what they call the Terminator bot.
Mm-hmm.
There's a couple of them out there. They had the top PvP players out in deep wilderness where they could all team up against this bot, and every single one of them died. It's just that good and that fast, and it's ran by AI.
Yeah, that's a. I try to avoid PvP for stuff like that.
I mean, and it's mostly over at the Revenant bot cave, or at the Revenants.
The Revenant bot caves, yeah, that's a good name
Yeah,
for
that's
it.
basically what they are. It's sad, but that's the truth. The same thing with what is that other boss that they grind out so much? It's a snake with
Oh, Zulra?
yeah, Zora. That's heavily botted.
Yeah.
It's like bot central there.
Uh, I don't run into too many like bot farms because I usually don't go to areas that are heavily botted. But ever since I got like a good amount of a big bank, every time I go to the Grand Exchange, some bot is like, trade me, sell me your T-bow for 300 bill or 3 bill.
Yeah.
And it's like, leave me alone.
It's like go out there. Okay, here's one for you. Go get full Torva with your T-bow and sit out there and watch what happens.
Yeah. I like the videos like who is it? Sir Pugger does the bot busting stuff.
Yeah.
I think that's good content and like
The other
anti-scamming.
there's yeah, that with the anti-scam, and there's another YouTuber that scams the scammers. I can't remember his name. But he goes around dresses up in full Torva and like T-bow and all the expensive stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and he anti-scams them all.
Yeah. It's fun to watch, but I would never try it because I know that I'm not good enough to I don't know the scam well enough. I'm not good enough to anti-scam, so I just try and avoid that stuff.
I try to stay away from most of all that. That's why I never really bring out like my full bandos and any of that stuff. I think my combat level is 97, if I
Mm-hmm.
remember correctly.
Yeah. I mean that's not bad. That's a pretty decent. You have like almost you got 99 mage and almost base 80s for the rest of it. That's a pretty decent account. You can do a lot of stuff with that.
I mean, after I did Scorpia how many times?
Yeah. 4,000 something, 4,800 was it?
Yeah, 85. I was actually gonna get tattooed of the Offspring, the one that's my profile picture in Discord,
Mm-hmm.
and have my at the bottom. And the day I got it, I was honestly thinking about getting that tattooed.
I remember when sailing past the poles, somebody had tattooed 2277 like max level on their arm, and he was like the number one reason not to let sailing come into the game, and everyone on Reddit was like, no, that's the absolute best reason to let to let it come into game.
Yeah. What was the other one? I know there was one. What was it? Something with the or not wilderness. The something with that to do with pets or taming pets and something else.
The other ones were, yeah, taming, where you would basically it was like a re-flavored summoning. But like with just Pokemon, basically, you find an animal, you train it up, it gains levels. In Pokemon, basically, and then there was shamanism, and shamanism was supposed to be like, smithing for melee armor, crafting for ranged armor, and then they wanted shamanism for magic armor.
I think that would have been cool.
Yeah,
Both of them.
a lot of people liked it. And I wouldn't mind if they kept adding new skills. Um, but I think they just want to work on one at a time, which is fair.
I know they were talking about bringing dungeoneering back, and I was like, no, please, no.
Yeah. I got up to level 80 dungeoneering in RuneScape 3, but not the biggest fan anymore.
I was that and summoning were like, ugh.
Yeah, I mean, with how it would just shake the meta so hard if like pack yaks came out in old school and you could have like a whole second inventory. It'd be way too overpowered.
That's like having Vesta, full Vesta. I don't
That
even know if that's in the game. I know it is an RS3. I do know that.
Well, we have Virtus and Torva, so maybe we're gonna get Vestas sometime. Well, no, Missouri is sort of that ranged option, but maybe it'll be like Virtus, where it has sort of a special effect, but it's not best in slot.
Yeah, I wish they would at least bring the Vesta longsword into it because I love that. That was a pretty cool one.
Um, yeah, I think the VLS is it's in Bounty Hunter worlds. You can use it there, but um, I don't think you can use the VLS on like outside the wilderness on Bounty Hunter worlds.
Yeah, I know they had like a couple other stuff that was cool. I wish they would just bring in game. It'd be awesome.
Well, that's what I was thinking about with if Jagex let people like have their own official server, like supported server, they could add things like that. They could add VLS to the main game and just be like, yeah, it's not balanced, but it's fun.
I miss having the Divine Spirit Shield. The
Oh
green
yeah.
one.
I I bet if they repulled it now with like how powerful things have gotten, it would probably
It would
pass the poll.
pass. It would pass.
Yeah.
That's another quest I gotta get done. I gotta do that quest to get the Spirit Shield so I can actually have it and be able to wield it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know how much the Spirit Shields are right now.
Um, the spectral sits around like 50 to 60, I think. The arcane is like over 100. And then the divine is between like 6 and 700 mil. But the divine spirit shield it's useful, but tankiness isn't really a big thing in RuneScape. Most of the time, it's about dealing more damage. So for most situations, I think people would either use like a scythe, one of the two-handed mega rares, or they drop the spirit shield in favor of like a defender.
Yeah. Me, I want to get max mage gear,
Oh, that'd be fun.
but I haven't decided. I want ancestral, just the robe top and bottom. I don't really like the hat. I wore the hat one time because my buddy was letting me mess around on his account, so I kind of changed it up how my character looks. And he just got 99 magic, so I got on his account, was kind of tweaking it around for a minute. I was like, I don't like how this hat looks on the female character.
Yeah, I think the ornament kit, the twisted ornament kit, makes those robes look really cool. The like gray and green instead of the blue and white.
Yeah.
I'm honestly, I'm probably at a point where I can start doing challenge mode raids. I just need to find people to do it with.
Sadly, I don't have the quest requirements to do most of the raids. I don't even have the thing done for Fear of the Blood.
Oh yeah, Night at the Theater.
Yeah, and I have Theater.
Um,
That is Grandmaster.
oh yeah, it is. Entry mode TOB is really not that bad. You still need to do all the mechanics, but everything hits less and has less defense. I'd say entry mode TOB is probably like about the same as a 150 a Tombs of a Masket. So
I don't
relatively
even have
easy.
that one unlocked, but it looks easy though.
Yeah, they made it a lot better. I used to hate the raid just because of the monkey room, where you get all these monkeys pouring out on top of you, and it takes like 5 minutes and drains a whole bunch of supplies. But they made it so if you're using the correct combat style, you always max hit, which makes the room so much faster.
Yeah, I just gotta get a whole bunch of quests done so I can get Tombs of Mascus. Because I love that mage outfit. And then I want to get TOB so I can get a scythe.
Yeah, TOB is really consistent. If you do, it's like if nobody dies on the team at TOB, it's like a 1 out of 8 chance for purple.
I would love to get that. Just bing. Ooh, look, I got a scythe. Now I sell it, make 1.2 million or billion?
1.5 now. It's almost to the same level as the other 2 mega rares.
Geez, talk about having money. You can buy anything and everything you want with that much money.
Yeah. But that's my thing right now is I can make money and get better gear, but what I really want to do is the Inferno and the Colosseum. Want to do the Inferno first. I've been trying it. It's difficult. But
Especially fighting 3 Jads.
3 Jads honestly isn't the scariest part of it to me. Even Zuck isn't the scariest part to me. It's just getting through the waves, because I don't want to spend like 2 hours trying to get through the waves and then just die and have to do it all over again. Which is why I think the Colosseum is a little bit better designed, because it's so much shorter that it doesn't feel as bad when you die like on wave 10, because it's like, oh, I can just do this again in 20 minutes.
I did, what was it? I went and did, I got all the way up to Jad.
Mm-hmm.
But once in my lifetime, I did that all on mobile.
Oh, yeah?
And I got all the way down. I got him, like, halfway down. And then I ran out of prayer and I was out of supplies.
Yeah.
And got KO'd. I was like, yep, I'm done. Next try. Later.
Yeah, even the fight caves it's an endurance race more than anything.
It's like when I watched your original video that you put up for the Scorpio Offspring.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, that was pretty interesting. 900 KC. I was like,
Yeah.
I went 2.6 percent over the original KC.
Yeah.
Which is not bad as what I've been told. It could have went a lot longer.
Yeah, there's like I know it's Will. He did the thermonuclear smoke devil, and he went like 15,000 dry. He did 15,000 kills before he got the pet.
What was funny is I was sitting in the house one day and I was playing, and I was killing Scorpia, and it was like 4,884 right before the kill. And I'm sitting there going, please, no more PKers, because I just got PK twice. So I come back in and I kill Scorpio one final time, and I didn't even realize I was being followed, and I didn't even see the pop-up.
Oh,
until
yeah?
it was like 3 seconds later after the kill. And I was like, what the hell? Finally, I'm done. I got
Yeah.
halfway. I got out of the cave, you know how you have to run up the hill a little
Uh-huh.
bit? I turned around, picked up my pet, and booked it out of there.
Yeah, I got the Scorpia pet before it was automatically insured. I was so scared that I was gonna get PK'd and just lose the pet. So I ran out of there as fast as possible.
Well, it's like I wasn't worried about, you know, getting PK while I had the pet. I just wanted to not have to spend the $1 million for it.
Oh, yeah.
Back. So I just booked it out there, and my heart was just pounding, and I was excited afterwards, after the shell shock went over.
Is this guy gonna... Yeah, he's meleeing me.
Yep. 3 years of my life was wasted to Scorpia. And doing it solo by myself without a duo.
Would duoing Scorpia make it faster?
Yeah, the KC, oh yeah, you can get over 150 kills an hour.
That's...
Duoing, or even trioing, it makes it even more.
Yeah, and you could probably defend yourself a little bit better from PKers if you have a team like that.
Yeah. The only downfall to having that is if somebody gets a pet and they run out and they get obviously PK'd by a clan, you don't have time to tell everybody else, hey, I just got PK'd until it's like almost too late.
Yeah.
And what I've been told is all the wilderness bosses, I kind of want to go get them all.
I'd be down to go out, try... I mean, the solo versions are fun, but the multi versions are a lot more dangerous because you always have teams of people going in there.
Yeah. Like, I want to go get the elemental pet first. I was thinking about it.
That one's pretty easy to get.
Maybe you can help me with that one later.
Sure. I mean, do you have enough to get like Verax?
Yeah.
Just use a Verax, and the other thing is bring food that leaves something behind, like a stew. After you eat it, you have a bowl. That way,
Yeah.
you can't get your stuff unequipped.
I was doing that, or the crazy archaeologist. I went out there with a cannon and killed it. I don't remember how many times. It was like probably about 10. Not even on the leaderboard.
Mm-hmm.
But PKers, the same thing if I were to go fight the elemental. Because I'm like right there where, you know, where everybody goes out to the wildy altar. So it's like a catch-22. Either I'm really close to Scorpia, or I'm really close to the Chaos Temple.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like a catch-22. Which one do I rather deal with?
The Wilderness Obelisk and the Rogue's Castle. The Rogue's Castle has like 3 stories, so if you can make it to the stairs, you can probably make it you can probably escape. Unless it's like a huge clan, then you're kind of screwed.
I would have to do that on PC. I would not be able to do that on mobile.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I was kind of doing the archaeologist, because it was a little bit more easier.
Mm-hmm.
Because then it's easier for me to escape because all I have to do is run down. And I don't remember if that's in multi. I think it's
Multi
semi.
plus, yeah, or singles plus is what it's called, I think.
Yeah. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Which one would be better? I'm not risking that much just for a pet out there, especially with all those PKers. They're in high gear.
When I got my Chaos Elemental, I just did Verax with Protect Item, and then really cheap gear for the rest of it, like climbing boots and not even Barrow's gloves, like rune gloves. So even if I did die, I could Protect Item and keep the full Verax set. And if I did die without Protect Item, you lose the helmet. Which for an Iron Man account would probably be horrible, but for a main account, you can buy the helmet pretty cheaply.
Yeah. I don't think it's that expensive for the helmet. I think it's like what, 300 or 400K for the whole set?
Something like that. I can check right now. I'm at the GE. Verax set is 700K for the set, and then yeah, for the whole set it's like 800K, and then
That's not bad. But the question is, how much does it cost to repair it?
Depends on if you repair it with like one of the NPCs that repairs it, or if you have like an armor stand in your house. Because if you have an armor stand, it gets cheaper for every smithing level you have.
Yeah, I gotta get my levels up more.
Yeah, construction is a really useful skill to have. Ooh, my Amulet of Fury ran out of the Blood Fury. Let's get a...
I have the what is that other one? I don't have the Blood Fury. I have the other one. The Tortured.
Yeah.
I know I can easily get a Blood Fury. And if I remember, you have to use blood runes on it.
You need a blood shard from Firewatch. Or from the vampires. And jeez, the blood shard right now is like 13 mil.
Jeez.
But if you know that if I probably need to get to like 99 thieving. I'm already 91. But if I go to 99 at Vires, I have a pretty good chance of getting the double blood shard drop, because if you're wearing the rogue's outfit, you have double loot, so you can get 2 blood shards at the same time. And that's going to be like 25 mil.
Yeah, I'm trying to get all my I gotta get... Yeah, let me pull it up off the phone because I took screenshots of what I need for while Galtic sleeps. Photos. Screenshots. I have the magic. I gotta get 72 thieving, 66 agility, 65 farming, 65 herbaler, and 62 hunter. That's all I have to get for it. And then, of course, the other things for,
The other quest requirements.
yeah. And that is, let's see.
Oh.
No, that's the same one. Defender of Orok. I'm about to get Wanted done, so I'm not catching that one. I'm not counting that one. The Path of Ghostfire, Dream Manor, The Hand in the Sand, A Tale of Two Cats, and Nature Spirit are the only ones that I gotta do. And I have to have 180 quest points.
Yeah.
Which I have 90. I have 92. So I'm almost there for quest points, technically.
Yeah, there's a lot of short quests that you can do for really easy quest points. Have you done Getting Ahead?
I think. Let me sign in real quick. I'll tell you the ones that I got done.
I love the silly quests. Getting Ahead, where the farmer tries to he hires you to get rid of a bear, and then you go in and you kill it, but it's a headless bear, and he's like, "Bring me the head as proof that you killed it," and you're like, "It didn't have a head," and then the rest of the quest is just making a fake bear head to trick the guy.
Let's see. I did Black Knight's Fortress, Cook's Assistant, Dragon Slayer 1, Ernst the Chicken, all the easy stuff. Animal Magnetism, Big Chompy Bird Hunting. Yeah, that was a pain. Children of the Sun, I did that last night along with Big Chompy Chick. Death Plateau, Desert Treasure, Dig Site, all those requirements. Dirt Ritual, Dwarf Canyon, Fight Arena, Searcher's Cat, both the tree and the other one. Far from the Keep, Lost City, Lost Tribe. I just did that one today. Monkey Madness 1. Plague City. The one right after Plague City. Priest and Pearl. Still stuck on Recipe for Disaster. I'm stuck with the what is it? The one where you have to add the stew.
Oh yeah, the Evil Dave part.
Yeah, I'm stuck. Because I get really close and I'll add the last ingredient. It says, nope, 2 or 3 are correct. I did Scorpion Catcher, Shadows of the Storm, Tears of Gothic, Temple of Eve, Temple of the Eye, Torch Trap, Troll Stronghold, Waterfall. I'm not done with Witch's House. That should have been done. Okay, I'm gonna have to go back and go finish that one. Mini Quest, Afraid of Grim Burrow, Enter the Abyss. That was a fun one. The Frozen Door. I didn't know I started that one. Major Arena 1. I gotta do Major Arena 2.
That one can be kind of hard because you have to run around the whole wilderness. If you want to do a really fun one, just it's quick and it's really funny. Uh, the Riveting Tale of a Lily Pad Labor Dispute. It's a new one in Varlamore, and it's a really funny one. If you want to just get some easy quest points.
I am so gonna have to do that. I'm making friends with my arm.
Yeah, that one's great too.
Oh, I still gotta do Cold War. I wanna know, what do I have to do for Heroes Quest? That's another one that I gotta do. And I gotta complete Holy Grail too. You know, I wish that's another one that they should do. Another part to Holy Grail.
Oh yeah, that would be neat. Camelot
Legends
personally.
Quest. Underground Pass, Shiloh Village, Family Crest, and Heroes Quest. I almost got all those requirements. Heroes Quest. What do I need? Dragon Slayer 1, Maryland's Crystal, and Shovel Raft. Fishing and mining are the only two that I gotta get up. That's gonna be a cakewalk. What's my fishing? 46. Yeah, 53. Oh, that's gonna be easy. And mining, yep, that will be easy too, because I have to get to 55. Those should be easy.
Yeah, the earlier level, everything before like level 70 goes pretty fast, but then it just grinds to a halt.
That's like the other thing too that I was looking at, because I was trying to figure out what quests give a whole bunch of hunter XP to boost it. And the same thing with agility, because I hate training agility. That's like my number one hate out of everything is agility training. So I was trying to figure out all that, how to get those up quickly. That and Herbaler and the other one and farming, I gotta figure out how to get those all the way up to 65.
Tree runs, fruit tree runs, and regular tree runs. You can get like really good passive. It's almost completely free passive XP. You don't really need to train it. You just buy like a yew tree or something, or like a apple tree, banana tree from the Grand Exchange. You plant it, and then you forget about it. And then when you have the money, you get more trees, and you go through your all of the tree patches. You get loads of XP.
I heard a lot of people do birdhouse runs and all that stuff too.
Um, yeah, birdhouse runs are good, but the Hunter Guild is also really good. It's like
Yeah,
Slayer.
I got one of the quests done that I gotta do for the Hunters Guild. Now I just gotta figure out what the other quest is for it. I did the Children of the Sun, so I got access to get over there. I'm just trying to figure out what the next quest is after that. Because there's two quests.
Yeah. I did it. I did it when Varlamore came out, and it took like 20 minutes. You just basically run around and talk to a bunch of people, and maybe like catch one or two things. Yeah, but it's about dinner time for me, so I'm gonna head off. It was good chatting with you.
Yeah, I'll do this more often.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, but I'm gonna leave that stream, and I'm probably gonna play a little Tarkov after. But yeah.
Yeah, I was just trying to figure out what to do really, because I was gonna go do Spindle for a little while, and then it came out saying you need to complete the Wilderness Diary. And I was looking through all of it. I was like, oh, I can't do this part out of it until I get my Slayer up more.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Yeah.
like, such a pain.
The diaries are actually really good for XP lamps. You can get like, I think medium diary is like 10k XP lamps that can go into any skill. So I would check. That's a good thing to check. Just check all of the diaries and see which ones you can do for a bit of free XP.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna look for because I already did the now I can't fucking remember Vorok's museum to get all the XP and stuff
Uh-huh.
that they give you, you know, to bring up Herbaler and bring up Hunter and all that. I did all that. So I did that, so I can't use that again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then I saw if I do Wanted, I get 5,000 or something XP in Slayer. That would bring it up some if I remember right. Slayer.
Yeah, early level Slayer is really a grind. You don't make a lot of money, and the tasks aren't really great. If you're brave enough, you could do Wilderness Slayer. That's really good XP.
Yeah, it'd be my luck. You'd be like, oh, kill this many scorpions.
Yeah.
I am not killing Scorpia. I am leaving my record alone.
Yeah. All right.
Because
Well,
I got enough Slayer points and I unlocked the bosses, so instead of saving it and getting the Slayer helm. But it's more Slayer XP, so I was like, I guess.
well, I'm gonna go make some food, but thanks for stopping by.
Yeah.
So.
It's nice and pleasure to actually talk to you over the phone.
Yeah. All right. Well.
Because this whole texting thing, and then it's like your stream is delayed with the responses.
Yeah. Yeah. That's true.
So it's like, this is taking forever.
All right. Well.